Most heart attacks don't look like heart attacks. They whisper instead of scream. Would you recognize the warning if it happened to you or someone you love? Because here's the truth. Every 40 seconds, someone has a heart attack, and half of them could have been saved if they knew the early signs. Today, we're talking about the real, often missed symptoms that could save your life. If you're over 50 or love someone who is, stay with me. This video might be the most important 5 minutes of your day. Picture this. You feel a little pressure in your chest, maybe some nausea. You brush it off. It's just something I ate, you think. Hours later, you're in the ER with a heart attack that could have been prevented. Scary, right? Heart attacks rarely play out like Hollywood scenes with someone clutching their chest. The truth is, the signs are often quiet, confusing, and easy to ignore. And that's deadly, especially for those of us over 50. In this video, I'll break down the symptoms everyone must know, including the sneaky ones that don't feel like a heart attack at all. Did you know some heart attacks start with jaw pain, or that women's symptoms can look completely different from men's? This is life-saving information, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to watch for, what's normal, and what's not. Number 1. Chest discomfort. More than just pain. When people think heart attack, they think chest pain. But for many, it feels more like tightness, squeezing, or a heavy weight sitting on the chest. It can start mild and gradually build, or come and go in waves. Some describe it as feeling like a band tightening around their chest. What people get wrong, they assume if it's not sharp, stabbing pain, it's not serious. But dull pressure or fullness, especially if it lasts more than a few minutes, is a red flag. If you're over 50, never ignore chest discomfort, even if it goes away. Number 2, pain that travels. Heart attack pain doesn't always stay in the chest. It can shoot into your left arm, shoulder, neck, jaw, or even your upper back. Some people feel it in both arms. Others feel it only in the jaw and assume it's a dental issue. Women and older adults, you're more likely to feel pain in your back or neck rather than the chest. If that pain feels unusual or is paired with fatigue or nausea, get it checked immediately. Number 3, shortness of breath. If you're suddenly out of breath doing something you normally handle, like walking upstairs or carrying groceries, your heart may not be pumping enough blood. Some people describe it as feeling like they just ran a mile, even while sitting still. Key tip: shortness of breath often shows up before chest pain or with no pain at all. That's why it's a top warning sign doctors look for, especially in seniors. Number 4, weird stomach symptoms. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, or a stomach ache. Yes, all of these can signal a heart attack. In fact, many women are misdiagnosed in ERs because their heart attack looks like simple acid reflux. How to tell the difference? If stomach discomfort shows up suddenly with no clear reason or comes with cold sweats or fatigue, that's a big red flag, especially if it's paired with any chest tightness. 5, cold sweats and dizziness. Breaking out in a sudden, clammy sweat or feeling lightheaded is often the body's shock response to reduced blood flow. People often blame it on low blood sugar, dehydration, or heat, but heart attacks can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure, leaving you sweaty, pale, and dizzy. If you're over 50, don't assume it's just the weather or age. These subtle signs can strike even when you're sitting comfortably indoors. 6, extreme fatigue, especially in women. Have you ever felt bone-deep exhaustion, like you can barely lift your arms for no reason at all? This is a sneaky heart attack warning sign, especially for women. This fatigue can build up over days or weeks before the actual event. Doctors say if you're suddenly wiped out after simple tasks like showering, that's not normal. It's your body waving a red flag. The silent heart attack, the one you don't feel. Not every heart attack announces itself. Silent heart attacks happen without dramatic symptoms. You might feel mild discomfort, tiredness, or just think you're getting the flu. Who's at risk? Older adults, especially those with diabetes or nerve damage, often don't feel chest pain as strongly. By the time they realize something is wrong, the damage is done. I'll never forget the story of Susan, 62, who thought her heartburn was acting up. She had jaw pain and nausea for hours before she called her daughter, who insisted she call 911. She was having a heart attack and needed immediate surgery. Susan now tells everyone, if something feels different, don't wait. Get checked. If you experience any of these symptoms, chest pressure, pain that radiates, or sudden unexplained shortness of breath, call 911 immediately. While waiting for help, chew an aspirin if you're not allergic. It helps thin the blood and reduce damage. Learn your numbers, blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. These are silent predictors of heart trouble. And don't ignore yearly checkups. Prevention saves lives. Heart attacks don't have to be fatal, but only if you catch them early. Your heart doesn't whisper for long, it shouts. Listen when it does. If this video opened your eyes, share it with a loved one. It might save their life. And for more no-nonsense health tips for grown-ups, hit subscribe. We've got you covered.